So how much have we spent upgrading this brand new home in the Villages?
We're going to have to talk about that.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we are. And also, we're going to celebrate this week one of our team members who had a lifetime achievement.
Yes.
So kudos to Paul.
Yeah.
Okay. So most definitely.
And in our Livin the Life segment, we're going to talk about the running of the squares in Spanish Springs.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yes.
And here again, I'm Everett.
And I'm April.
And we're the natives of the Villages, Florida.
Yes.
I'm going to get that right.
You got it right.
I got it right. Okay. Okay, sounds good. A lot to talk about today.
Right.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with a weekly update, and we're back to our Coffee with the Natives format.
Right.
Okay. So Allie wants to lick me, so I'm going to move my arm. Thank you, Allie.
So it's another week in the Villages. Lots of seasonal residents have flown north.
Yeah.
Great first meeting.
That was great.
Lifestyle visit.
Wasn't it?
Lifestyle, yes, group.
Yep. Our lifestyle group.
Yeah.
Last Thursday night.
Last Thursday night. We had 37 total.
Yeah.
That was
wonderful.
We didn't know what to expect.
You never know the first time.
Yeah.
A lot of people say they're going to come.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, 37 was a great number.
Yeah. And I think we've got many more that have said, hey, we're here, we're going to come.
Right.
So we had some really positive engagement, and we cannot wait to the meeting in June, next meeting.
Right.
Yeah. And just to talk briefly about that, we're going to meet every other month, okay, on the third Thursday at 6 p.m.
Of every even month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we're also putting together a May meetup, so stay tuned.
Yes.
And I think it's going to be a great time. We're looking forward to that. So a May meetup for the group, the natives of the Villages, Florida. Yeah.
And it's going to be fun.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
We've got some things already penciled in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next we're going to talk about the private Facebook group that are for the residents. It's a new one that is only for residents of the Villages.
Who are currently living here.
Yes. And we still have the public Facebook group for the ones who are planning their transition to the Villages.
Yeah, and that's a kind of, to use Facebook terminology, the public one is a page that anybody can go to, which we have had. We're going to transition that. We're going to do some work on that page that anybody can see.
Right.
But the private one is just for us to interact as a club.
Yes. Right.
And so we want just the residents and folks that are here in that one. Okay.
Yes.
So if you have any questions for that, just put them in the comments.
Right.
Okay. And so the Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Paul. Sorry, Paul Barakauskas. Okay, you know Paul.
Yes.
He's in our videos. He's right with us.
Yeah.
He and Donna, and on Easter Sunday, he got his first hole-in-one.
He did.
Yeah. So
congratulations,
Paul. I'm going to put up some pictures here, and so yeah, he described how it went and everything. So it's always dramatic on a hole-in-one.
It is.
But I've never had one. I don't think I've been close. Yeah.
I'm not. My balls have magnets. If there's a sand trap, it's going in it. If there's water, it's going in it.
Right.
Mine have magnets.
Magnets.
Yours doesn't?
I don't know what it has. Mine tend to go weird shapes. Slice and things like that. Did you like that sound effect?
Yeah. It was lovely.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So yeah, kudos to Paul.
Yes.
And They had a great time, and what a great feat.
Yes.
Also, he and Donna, we're going to show some pictures. They went to the Arts and Crafts Festival.
Yes.
I think that was at Brownwood. Was it at Brownwood?
I think it was Brownwood.
Yeah, because I think it was at Brownwood. But yeah, that was on this past Saturday. We've got some pictures here for you. They shared with us, so thanks to Paul and Donna for sharing them. And give you a little idea, that's the Major Spring Arts and Crafts Festival, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
But that was a big day. I mean, you had the running of the
It was a big
square.
day. Yes. So we were way up at Spanish Springs.
Right. And then you had the Arts and Craft Festival. And then later that night they had the cruise in.
Oh,
and there was a lot going on that Saturday.
Got it.
Yeah, the Saturday before Easter. So, okay. So switching to our village's snapshot, the weather is getting warmer, but we need some rain.
We really need rain. Everything, the grass is all brown. Everything is just so sandy, and we need some green down here.
Yeah, we do. It's typical this time of year. We're not to the rainy season yet, and we've gone. We're kind of at the end of the dry period, and the ponds are down. So
ponds are really down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're switching over to the viewer of the week.
Yeah.
And that would be Victoria and Andrew.
All right, guys.
Guys, it was great meeting y'all.
Yes.
It was, Victoria and Andrew are from New Jersey. Mm-hmm. And they have been checking out the villages for years. And it was their first time coming. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, they almost didn't get out.
Yeah,
because they got snow overnight.
Right.
And they did make it to the airport.
Yep.
And
they flew out.
Flew out and had a great time here at the villages, and are looking to.
Yeah, I think they're looking about a year and a half or so.
Right. Out.
Yep. And Andrew works for the state. I think the state attorney's office. I believe he said, and in investigations.
Right.
And
Victoria is a chef.
Yeah, she's a corporate chef.
Right.
So Andrew said she can cook, and he described some dishes that I've never heard of.
No.
And I thought, ooh, come on down.
I'm sure they're
come
good.
on down, guys.
I'm sure they're good.
But,
so we can't wait to welcome Victoria and Andrew. Thanks, guys.
And they also have a very good and active YouTube channel.
They do.
Vibes of the Villages.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll put the proper name up here.
Go check them out.
And we'll put the link in the description. But if you haven't, and they just put a ton of content out from their lifestyle visit.
Oh, cool.
From the visit here.
I need to go see that.
So, ton of really good content.
Good.
So if you're looking at coming for a first visit, go watch them. Okay?
Yeah.
Go watch their stuff. They're good folks.
And we can't wait to welcome you guys.
Yeah, can't wait to.
Yes.
Can't wait to have you here full time. Okay, now we're at the main topic. And we talked about how much money to spend on the $500,000 fixer-upper.
Yeah.
That's a common phrase here,
isn't it?
It is a
common phrase.
When you buy a new home here for, upwards of $500,000, and then it's like a blank canvas.
Yeah, because you want to make it your own.
Blank slate to just kind of, and then the money just starts.
The money starts then.
And we've had a few different videos on upgrades that we have done, but they've been a while, and we want to give you an update, kind of an update so far.
Right.
Okay. Because it doesn't end, does it? This is just an update.
We just had somebody in the house just this past week giving us an estimate.
Sure.
So it does not end, guys.
Does not end.
It's ongoing for a little while.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll stabilize at some point.
So now we're going to talk about the list.
What a list.
Because the list never ends. And if you're like me, you have lots of lists. With the S on the end.
You call, yes, plural.
Yeah, very plural.
Meaning two or more.
Yeah.
And it's never just 2.
No. So what we did was we went and we did stuff that's completed, our top 5 upgrades. We also put a list of everything that we've done that's completed with we estimated what we spent
Approximate.
and then we planned upgrades that we're planning and approximate amounts for those.
Right.
So it truly is a constant ongoing, to make it your own. It really is an ongoing thing. But we will put this list, we will attach it, so you'll be able to see it in the comments below, in the attachments below.
I'll put it on a slide, so they'll be able to see it.
Good.
So you'll be able to see the completed, and it's going to be a few slides, folks. And then we're gonna talk about the top 5 in just a second here, but we're going to talk about kind of the cost, and we're not going to talk individual costs. That'll be in the
on the list that we're going to put up.
On the list that we're going to put up.
Right.
But the total cost so far, and this is very close. It's not exact to the penny. Okay, but it's very close.
Right.
That we have spent so far on upgrades to the home, $57,720.
Yes.
That's a big swallow. That's a big gulp right there. And we knew a lot of this was coming.
Right.
But is that still surprising?
It is surprising. And I think I just found something on here that is not even listed. So
okay.
I think it was actually a little more than that.
Okay. Probably.
So, yeah. Our door is not on here.
It's not on there.
Our front door. We had our front door done.
So
it is not on there. So add another $1,500.
$1,548.
So,
yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's not on there. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So that pushes
So
it.
it is surprising, but at the same time it wasn't, because we'd already been looking at some and estimating some of what these costs would be. So we knew, and we had started planning already.
Correct.
So yeah.
And here again, we didn't do all this the first month, did we?
Oh, no. No. Yeah. As you know, a couple weeks ago we've been here full time for a year now. So really, we started in December 2023 with the first thing was getting the house painted on the inside.
Right.
And so it's been a little over a year.
Yeah.
A year and 4 months for sure of doing all of this.
Yeah, correct. And we're just pacing ourselves and doing a little at a time. And we're addressing it. So that is, as far as the stuff that we've completed. Now, the planned upgrades that we still have that we're planning to this point is $13,200.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to mention a few of these here because one big thing is going to be, at some point, we're going to paint the outside of the house.
Right.
Isn't it?
Right.
And because, as we've talked about, the color of the home, it's okay for now, but it won't be this forever.
Right.
It's going to change.
Right.
So we'll change it at some point, and then that's going to lead to probably doing the driveway.
Right.
And that'll probably lead, at some point, we'll do the garage floor and do some stuff like that. And we got the estimate for something special.
We did. We just had Chad in with to give us an estimate for our backsplash. We have seen his card many times.
Yep.
A lot of people advertising that he's really good and that they used him. And so a lot of people had used him.
Yes.
And we knew that, first off, we were going to get an estimate from Chad. So we had him in, and I don't think we're even going to look for any more. We really liked him. And
he has a tremendous reputation.
Yes. So we're pretty much just going to go with him.
And I do like how he worked it. He said,
Yes.
My estimate is for the labor. And he said, I'm going to give you, this is the materials that we need to do it. And you can go buy those. And he told us where he would recommend us buy them.
Right. But you can buy them anywhere.
Yeah, you can buy them anywhere. But I think Flora Decor down in Claremont.
Right.
And
so we're going to go down there on Friday.
Yeah. So I think that's going to work out good.
Yes.
And that's part of the kind of the planned, and I did give the amount, right? $13,200 that we're still looking at.
Yes.
And this is probably going to be over a few years.
Right.
Yeah, because we're not painting the house really until it needs to be painted.
No.
And some of that's then going to follow.
Right.
But, those are what we're looking at. And if you have any questions about any of those, just let us know. Okay?
Right.
Now, let's look at the top 5, okay?
The top 5.
Okay, so why don't you go with our first?
The top 5 is,
the
top one is the Lanai Enclosure.
Yeah.
As you know, we've done videos on that and how much we really enjoy that. I think we've seen how much we enjoyed it when we had the family in for Christmas, for our Christmas party. And we did games out there. We had so much fun out there. There's so much room. And we've really enjoyed it. But right off, we knew how much we were going to enjoy it because of that.
Yeah, it really does add a total different dimension to the home.
And for my 60th birthday, we had people all out there too.
Right.
Yes.
And even in a normal evening, if April's watching a show in the living room, and I want to watch a ball game or something, then I just go out there and close the sliders.
Right.
And that Mitsubishi mini split keeps us nice and cool or warm, whichever we choose.
It does.
So that is, we knew that we were going to do that. We planned it, and we're more than satisfied.
Very.
Yeah. So that's number 1. Okay, number 2 is the interior painting.
Yes.
It was number 1 first.
It really was.
And this place, if you've seen some footage of this place when we first got it, it would blind you coming in here.
Yes.
Everything was white. Light floor, white counters, white cabinets, white walls, white ceiling. It was white to the hilt.
It was.
And
it was.
I think that gray has really tempered this, hasn't it?
It has.
It's still very light.
Right.
But boy, what about the painting?
I love it.
Yeah.
I loved it from the very beginning. Everett and Lindsay were already back at Fort Walton Beach when I had the painters come in, but I would walk around and take video of it, and I'm like, I can't believe how cozy it now feels compared to how just bright everything was.
Yeah, it was pretty sterile. Felt real sterile.
Very sterile.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
Okay, next one.
The next one is landscaping.
Yeah.
Landscaping.
Okay.
Yes. So it really adds, that feature really adds a lot to the house.
It does.
The curb appeal. It really adds a lot. And we were very, very happy with that. And one of the next things for this fall or late summer is we're going to continue some more landscaping down the sides and the back.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that a little bit.
Right.
Just kind of, and we're going to kind of get the grass off the edge of the home.
Yes.
And have rock along the sides, and just, it'll be aesthetic but also functional.
Right.
Yeah, and put a few arbors. We're going to put some jasmine on one of the, not an arbor, no, trellis.
Trellis.
On a trellis. Arbor is what you get married underneath. Anyway.
True.
On the going to have a couple of trellises, one with jasmine and the other one with bougainvillea.
Yes.
So let them grow wild on that.
Right.
Okay. So the 4th one is the Nova Whole House Water Filter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, and not very reasonable.
Very reasonable.
In price. I mean, like
but
less than $800.
Yeah, but it's so nice having it done.
Oh, yeah.
The water is just so different. I mean, we can get it right out of the sink and drink it. And we drink a lot of water a day.
Yeah.
We drink a lot of water a day.
Exactly. Sure do. And it's really good, and real happy with that.
Yes. And number 5 is ceiling
number 5.
fan light kits and remotes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that really added to all the rooms because with the villages, as you know, you get a fan and no lights up there. So we...
all the bedrooms had fans in our home.
Yes.
And there were no lights.
No lights.
In the bedroom.
No.
So it was a struggle for a while.
It was.
How are they doing? What do we want to do with these? Talk about struggles.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. You want me to take this one?
Abby wants to clean Allie's face.
They are just... Anyway.
She's the mother.
Thanks for tolerating us with our dogs.
Oh, my gosh.
So, they were very dark. So that had to happen pretty quickly.
Oh, yes. Very fast. We had to get light kits up.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people will come in and they'll just replace the whole fan with a light kit, with a remote. We just chose to get some remotes and get light kits and just do it ourselves.
Right.
So
it was just too easy.
Yeah, because I kind of like the fans that are here.
I did too, because they were white and I wanted to keep them white.
So I think they're, so I think that worked out really good.
Yes.
That's not a huge deal. That wasn't real expensive, but the impact of it,
was huge.
Was significant. So, all right. So those are our top 5 upgrades to date.
Yes.
And now we're going to transition to the next segment.
Yeah.
And what was that? What is that?
The next section is Living the Life.
Yeah.
And that's all about the running of the squares up at Spanish Springs this past week, last Saturday. And different ones met us in our little area.
Right.
And Everett and Rick, as normal, are our photographers and our videographers. And they always do a great job. And Angel and I even had a couple that ran and walked with us, Ricky and Cherie, and we just had a blast out there.
Yeah,
it was just fun.
Yeah, and Ed was like,
and Ed was back and forth. He was right. He was right near us. He was right near us. We thought he had long gone. I had to stop. My phone came out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dropped my phone.
Okay.
Thankfully, nothing happened.
Yeah.
But dropped my phone face down right on the road.
Ouch.
Yeah. But yeah, so we were close to Ed. And then
we're going to put up a little video and pictures for you.
Yeah. We actually did better on our time than we have on all of the running of the squares.
Yeah.
So it was by minutes.
Yeah. And several, I think, 3 or 4 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, boy, they did great.
We did great.
And we did really good, too.
They did really good.
We did really good.
They did.
Rick and I. So,
yeah. They got lots of footage for us.
And Ashley was with us.
Yes.
Ashley,
yes.
Rick and Angel's
Rick
daughter.
and Angel's daughter. She was there.
She was here for Easter weekend, so home from school.
Right.
On that break. So it was a great time.
It was.
And here again, this is an example of so many great things to do inside the villages.
Yes.
You can't do it all.
No.
It's great.
Right.
And there's and especially during the winter, fall, winter, spring months.
Yes.
They program so much in because you have to take advantage of the good weather.
You do.
Of that time of year. And it's really good. So here again, inside the bubble, living the life.
Yes.
Well, we are going to wrap this up because you're going somewhere with a friend.
I do.
Yeah.
I've got something planned.
I'm going to meet a couple of gentlemen, Ed and Bob, for some golf.
Yes.
So we're going to go play some golf. So we're going to go have a great time.
Yes.
And we hope you have a wonderful time.
Yes.
Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Right.
Okay? Down below, let us know what you think. What, if you live here in the villages, what's the top upgrade that you've done to your home? We just can't control these dogs. We're just glad they let us live here with them.
That's true.
In their upgraded $500,000 fixer-upper home.
That is very true.
Because, anyway, But like, comment, subscribe. If you're coming to the villages, if you think, okay, of all these upgrades, what is the number one that I want to make sure? And it might be, we didn't talk about a pool, right?
No.
Might be a pool. Some people are doing that.
Some people like pools.
Yeah, and they're putting in a pool.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, a pool will eclipse all the money we have spent. So bring your pocketbook for a pool.
Yeah, that's true.
Bring your pocketbook. Okay. So here again, thanks so much for joining us, folks.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week.
Yes.
God bless.